The last time I was in Edmonton, I was 18 years old getting my grad dress at West Edmonton Mall, the biggest mall in all of North America. Mom, what's the last trip that you did here?
Last fall I was here for a short time, just by business.
So if you had to choose, which do you prefer, Edmonton or Calgary?
Calgary, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, we live in Calgary, so we're a little bit biased.
Calgary is more close to the mountains area, like Kananaskis, Canmore, Banff. And here in Edmonton, closest spot, Mountains Jasper.
Yes, well, that is actually why we are here right now. We are primarily going to Jasper, but thought we would make a stop here in Edmonton. In general, there has been a huge surplus of immigration to Alberta in the last few years, and of course, Calgary and Edmonton getting the majority of the people. So it's going to be interesting to take a little walk around the downtown area and see how things have changed here in this lovely city. Welcome to Edmonton, friends. This is Alberta's provincial capital city that has a population of about 1.5 million people. And what you're looking at here is the legislative buildings that are quite close to downtown. Edmonton is situated on the North Saskatchewan River, and it's home to the largest urban stretch of parkland in all of North America called the River Valley. The area is 22 times larger than the size of New York's Central Park, and it's a great area to go hiking and biking in. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, while the summers are quite nice and sunny, the winters can certainly be miserable. Edmonton is the most northern city in Canada that has a population over 1 million people, and it can easily reach -20 or -30 Celsius for a few weeks in January and February. So if you can't handle the cold, don't move here. Edmonton is a major urban research center for the oil and gas industry, as well as having strong sectors in agriculture and financial services. Tourism is still developing in Edmonton, but definitely some of the biggest attractions are the West Edmonton Mall, the beautiful art and history galleries downtown, and of course it is also the home to the Edmonton Oilers, who are very close to winning the Stanley Cup this year. So here we are in the downtown part of Edmonton, and to be fair, it's the weekend, but it is dead. Like, there is kind of
so many people.
Not really anybody on the street, but things are open. So I think maybe let's grab a coffee somewhere, and I want to take my mom to the Alberta Art Gallery that they have here, because I heard it's actually quite...
It's open.
It's open, yeah. It's supposed to be quite impressive. So I was looking on Google Maps for a well-rated coffee shop downtown, and this place, Fox, I think I'm saying that correctly, came up not only because of their coffee, but because of their incredible donuts that look super aesthetic. So let's try it out. Hello. You guys good? How are you? Perfect. So you guys have coffee, donuts, the whole deal?
Not entirely the whole deal.
Okay.
Coffee and donuts.
Okay, great.
We're still just a pop-up right now.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully in about a month we'll actually be in our full space.
Ah, okay, amazing. But those look really good, actually. Look at those donuts.
So right now it is a orange creamsicle, blueberry, brown sugar, double chocolate fudgio, and a lavender pop.
Okay, cool. Mom, do you want to get one? Let's get like a donut and a couple coffees. Yeah.
So I have the donuts that are just in the boxes of 4 right now. Because we make in a commercial kitchen.
Oh, I see. So we can't just get one?
Unfortunately, not right now.
Okay. I love donuts, but we don't need 4 of them right now, right? So definitely would recommend trying this place, guys. But just across the street was the other place that I also read was really good, which is Credo Coffee. So let's try this out. Alright guys, found some proper coffee here at Credo. Seems like a nice little coffee shop. Mom, do you want to try your drink? It's an iced Americano.
Cold.
Cold.
Amazing.
Amazing?
Amazing.
Great. So here we are in probably the most central square downtown, and I have a question, guys. Do you see that sign in the distance? It says take a risk. It's the most Edmonton thing you can do. Does that have a special like story or meaning behind it? Because as far as I know, I don't know what kind of crazy risk Edmonton in particular has taken. Maybe it's just something I'm not aware. Oh my god, look at the guy on the bike. That is impressive. That's cool. Wow. Amazing. I mean, that's a risk. That guy's taking a risk. Good for him. Maybe that is the most Edmonton thing you can do. Was really nice, wasn't it?
Yes.
The museum. That's like really good for Alberta. Beautiful building.
Да, я не помню, чтобы я так вот ходила по даунтауну. Impressive.
Yeah, overall, like, other than just kind of the shock that there's not many people here, I guess, downtown on the weekends. Other than that, it's actually a pretty nice area, lots of local businesses. And speaking of which, it's kind of our late lunchtime, so I found a really good Eastern European restaurant that I think will be perfect for us.
And like my kids are like, yeah.
This looks nice. This is lovely. My mom already loves the restaurant. Let's take a look at their menu here. Smoked salmon, beef tartare, beetroot salad, very Eastern European. Not so much the avocado, but you know. This is interesting. Helena's famous creamy dill pickle soup. I guess if you love pickles, that would be good. Some kind of famous Polish dish. Schnitzels.
Helena's.
Yeah, for you, Mom. My mom's Lena or Yelena in Ukrainian. That's what my mom wants. We got pierogies or vareniki in Ukrainian, Hungarian goulash. Yeah, this looks fantastic. All right, so to start things off, we got the dill pickle soup. Mom, have you ever had that before?
Not at restaurant, just mine.
Oh, no, это крошка, да?
Нет, рассольник.
Рассольник, right. That's the like Ukrainian Russian version. Okay, well, you'll be our taster.
Приятного аппетита.
Да.
Вкусно.
Yeah? Tasty?
Да.
As good as yours?
Не знаю.
Take a look at this, guys. What great presentation that we got here. Mom's pierogies are the fanciest looking pierogies I've ever seen. So these ones are with beef brisket and goulash, like the Hungarian goulash inside. So they're kind of this unique color with caramelized onions, gravy, and sour cream on the side, I think. And then I got the chicken schnitzel with dill sauce, mashed potatoes, and some lovely salads. Wow. We are going to try the schnitzel here. It's a pretty big piece.
With dill sauce.
Exactly.
Mashed potato. And beet salad.
Oh, wow. You know, I don't think I've ever had a chicken schnitzel. I've only had the pork kind. Chicken is nice. Try the mashed potato. The food of my people. Decent. And of course, let's try the beets. Very good. Попробуй. What do you think?
Очень необычный вкус.
Yeah?
Перченый.
Yeah? But you like it?
No.
Now, for anyone who is thinking of moving to Edmonton, to give you a quick snapshot of what you can expect as far as rent and real estate in comparison to Calgary, which is the largest city in Alberta. Looking at the rentals.ca May 2024 output, it showed Calgary for a one-bedroom at $1,736, which, to be honest, is a little bit lower than some of the other studies I had found, where it was more in the 1800s that you can expect for a one-bedroom in Calgary. And so that makes me assume that their figure of Edmonton at $1,353 is also probably a little bit low. I would probably budget at least $1,500 if you are looking for a nice one bedroom in Edmonton, especially if you want it to be in a ritzier sort of area. If you're looking to buy in Calgary, it looks like for May 2024, the average price of a single family home is around $452,000. A townhouse is $261,000, and the average condo is around $193,000. So yes, those prices are 20 to 30% less expensive than Calgary, but of course you also have to factor in whether you can get a job in Edmonton and also the lifestyle factor. Now, I don't want to speak on this too much because obviously we just made a quick stop in Edmonton. I do not know what it's like to live there on a daily basis, so maybe some locals can comment down below with their experience. I didn't really want to film this part because it's obvious that there's a lot of people in the downtown area that are visibly unwell, whether it's through drugs or mental health conditions, and obviously Edmonton, like many other Canadian cities, does have a problem with homelessness. So I will say I was a bit on edge walking around downtown, especially when there wasn't a lot of people there. I think if you went on a weekday where all the offices are open and people are walking around, it would probably be much more welcoming. But on the weekends, honestly, some streets were just like deserted, and yeah, I just did not feel particularly safe. And we had like a bunch of people that kind of, you know, came up to us that weren't obviously doing well. So that is just one negative that I wanted to mention. And as with many other Canadian cities and just big cities in general, of course, it's so dependent on the area of the city that you choose to live in. So for example, we were visiting my mom's friend who lives in a beautiful suburban neighborhood that obviously did not have that going on whatsoever, and she loves living there. So I think if you're moving to Edmonton, you really have to be careful about the district that you choose to live in, because it really does make a difference. But as has been the case for a very long time, Edmonton's crime statistics are quite a bit higher than Calgary on a whole. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking of moving here. I have been transported back to my childhood, guys. I am here in the West Edmonton Mall, specifically in Galaxyland, which is like the huge amusement park that they have here in the mall. There's also a water park, skating rink. I think they have a go-kart track or something. And of course, this is the largest mall in all of North America. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I haven't been here in a long time. It has been like 15 years. There's a roller coaster right above me. Yeah, I have not been here in a really long time, but we used to go here for our band trips back when I was in the school band. And I also remember my parents taking me here when I was like 7, 8 years old when we first moved to Canada, and this was like my favorite place ever. Tasty. So, I'll be honest with you guys. The West Edmonton Mall isn't quite as cool as I remember it to be, but that's because back in the day I lived in Saskatchewan and the best I had was the Midtown Mall in Saskatoon. So of course, compared to that, this is an incredible mall. But since I am super privileged and have seen, in my opinion, some of the best malls in the world, which are almost all exclusively in Southeast Asia, China has incredible ones. Of course, this doesn't quite compare to that. For sure, the best things about the West Edmonton Mall is the fact that it has the amusement park, the water park is great, you know, they have an ice skating rink. All of those things are very impressive and special, but I will say that the shopping and also the restaurant selection is kind of sort of lacking in here. The second floor is definitely better than the first, and the best restaurants can be found in the Bourbon Street area. The regular food court really isn't that good. So, you know, I'm being picky, and obviously coming from a very privileged position, I still think this mall is fantastic. So if you happen to be in Edmonton, this would be a great stop to do. But I did really enjoy my time in Edmonton, and I see why people are moving here. I think you could have a really nice life here, especially if you're starting a family and want more reasonable prices for real estate, though of course that could change anytime here in Edmonton as well. But stay tuned for my next video where me and my mom are going to be going to Jasper. I haven't been there since I was a kid. One of the most beautiful areas to visit in Canada, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, I am sending you so much love. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye guys.